Okay, time to answer a simple basic question. How to test a diode, a laser diode, whatever diode, with a multimeter to see if the thing works or not, to begin with. And second of all, what pin is what? Which one goes to positive, which one goes to negative? So here's a regular so-called, they call this pin diode. Okay, so let's see. Here's positive, here's negative. Put them on diode mode. So you put this, let's see, you put one leg, the other leg. Nothing happens. Right? Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Now, how about the other one? Oh, something happens. Something happens. Plus the reading. 2.6 volts. So now you know that this leg is positive and this leg is negative, and it works. Bingo. Well, what about the goddamn laser diodes? They're diodes. You can never get a straight answer. So my friend, here's one that works. This diode works, and this one does not. So let's find out. Now, I'm going to have to, this got 3 pins, and they're triangular, meaning that the pins are not in a straight line. One is here, and one is here. Okay, so how do you know which pin is which, and if this thing even works? Well, you test between all the pins. You test between each pin with, be brave, with on a diode mode. So I already know that this works, so I'm putting this backwards. I'm putting the positive to the negative side, and then between the outer pins, and the one in the middle is not connected. Okay, I'm going to put this backwards, and you can't see now because the light is on and it's dead. Okay, it does not come on. There's no reading. Now I put the positive here and the negative here. Do you see readings? 2.9 volts. That's correct. And by the way, this thing is on, but you can't see it because the light is on and it's dim. But I'll face towards you. You got it? You see it? Face the camera, huh? Check it out. Uh-huh. See that? Uh-huh. So now, that's how you test if the son of a bitches work or not, and which pin is which. Okay? Now, that's one thing. Another thing is you can also test it on ohms. Okay? There's no reading, when you put them on ohms, there's no reading between any of the pins, between negative and the center, between the positive and the center, and every which way. However, there's a resistance reading between the center pin and the body. That's it. Between the pin, that's because the center pin is the body. But you do not know. You do not know which one is which. So you test between each pin and the body. Resistance reading. There will be no resistance reading between the positive and the body and the negative and the body. There's only resistance reading between the middle and the body because they're connected together. Okay? And if you want to know which one is positive, which one is negative, then you put them on diode mode and you do this, and then you find out which one is positive, which one is negative. Now you see this triangular, typically the middle one, odd, is the body. But a lot of them are straight. They're like in line, so you don't know which one is which. But you can still run this test. And I've taken There's a whole shitload of laser diodes I've taken out. None of them works except this. Thank God this is the only one that worked. So I was able to see the multimeter to see if you can test it with a multimeter. Nobody ever tells you if you can test this with a multimeter. It's straightforward language. So watch. And they all tell you, oh, be careful with the goddamn power supply. You know what? Get a load of this. Here's my power supply. I have no goddamn fear. So let's put this on 5 volts. If you put these diodes, these lasers, these things, right? You can handle 5 volts, you kill it. So these are tougher. There you have it. Bingo. See that? Do you see it? Okay, now watch, look at the amp reading. The amp reading keeps going up. So 180 milliamp, and it keeps going. That's why you put them on a constant current circuit, because it has that characteristics that keeps going up. That's why they tell you to put them on a constant current power source. But you can put this on a constant current, then you'll be fine. So there you have it. If you flip it around, if you put it reverse, it will not come on. So no problem. Now here's one that does not work. Okay, that does not work. Okay, so this I don't want to go through the misery of doing this. Okay, you just have to trust me. Okay, the fact that the 3 pins on this, look how nice this thing is. Right? Just unscrewed it and it came off. You didn't have to goop it out, pry it out, or nothing. But it's good. But this does not work. So I tested that. I get no reading between any of the pins at all. There's no forward. Am I on diode mode? Yeah. It's hard to. These pins are so small, and I'm getting old and weak. You see, there's no reading anywhere between, no forward reading. There's no diode reading between any of the pins. Okay, and there's no resistance reading. Is there resistance reading between one of the pins and the middle pin? Not really. You touch the body. So you see the body and the middle pin. There's reading. You got them shaking here. See this direct connection. What about the other pin? So there's seem to be like a short between the power. Am I on the? Let's put this on. Is it on ohm? Okay, but that's the buzzer sound. Okay, that's the middle pin and the ground and the body. Okay, what about the? Nope. Between the other pins, the other 2 pins, no continuity to the body, but the middle pin. There. So you see, you put on the continuity, or you put them on the buzzer sound, you will hear a sound between the middle pin and the body. But you put the sucker on a diode reading. No, what's that? Capacitor. There's diode reading. The diode reading, there is no reading between any of the pins. And I don't want to go through the motion because it's just so small, and I'm getting old and weak and lame, and it's hard to focus on this thing. Do you see any reading? I have a hard time really looking at this and looking at the camera at the same time. I don't see any readings. See, there's no diode reading. Is there a diode reading between the one of the middle pin? No. No. If you do read any reading between the middle pin and the other two pins, it's shorted out. It's shot. But obviously with this, I do not. The bottom line is, I don't see any reading. You don't get any reading like you did with this, with respect to the two pins that will show voltage. Like this one showed 2.9. Remember 2.9? Remember 2.9, and we're lit up. See that? 2.9 and we're lit up. Between a pair of pins, one or the other. If you find a pair of pins that will give you that reading, and this thing comes on, you know you got the correct on the right leg, and there you have it. So that's how you figure out which one positive, which one is negative, and if this thing works at all with a multimeter. There you have it. This is the one that works. So that's the bottom line. I have no idea what the other game goes on with the other. Maybe they have different games for different goddamn laser diodes. I have no idea, but I have all kinds of varieties of them out there, a whole shitload of it. And you know what? None of them has this reading, and none of them works. That's all I know, and that's all there is to it. I hope this helped. If this helped, please let me know in the comments. That I have never found this. If you see another video that explains this, please stick it in my comment so I can see it. I have not found it. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.